Who says Christmas has to be conventional? Pudding races, turkey parades and encounters with birch rod-lashing alpine devils should all be on your calendar this festive season. Read on to unwrap some of the world's craziest Christmas and New Year events. Although the COVID-19 pandemic has put the damper on most of this year's festivities, we can still bask in the diverse ways the world celebrates the holiday season. There's always next year to plan your celebratory holiday trip. Sunburnt Christmas at Bondi, Australia. 'Tis the season for team skimpy bikinis and skin-tight bathing suits with Santa hats. At least if you are one of 4,000 high-spirited revelers at the Sunburnt Christmas Fest on Sydney's Bondi Beach, held yearly on the 25th of December. In fact, it's tradition. Slather yourself in high SPF sunscreen and join surfers and backpackers for beach barbecues, DJs pumping out tunes on 3 stages, and festive dips in the Pacific that are, like, totally awesome. Turkey Festival, France. If you need more inspiration for plucking, stuffing and roasting than a Julia Child cookbook can provide, make your way to the Fête de la Dinde, Turkey Festival, in Lick, a petite village in the Trois-Pays region of France. Held over a weekend in mid-December, this is a festival with all the trimmings, turkey dinners, markets, tastings, you name it. On Sunday, locals gather to watch Christmas dinner gobble past in the turkey parade, where the region's finest birds shake a tail feather through the streets to the jaunty melodies of brass bands. Liquoise liqueur served piping hot from a cauldron gets everyone into the festive groove. Krampuslaufen, Austria. Horned, hairy and for kiddies pretty scary, Krampus rocks up at nightfall in towns throughout Austria's Alps in December at the Krampuslaufen, which translates to Krampus Run or the Krampus Parade. In Alpine folklore, Krampus is the antithesis of good old Saint Nick. He's a nasty piece of work who punishes misbehaving children by whipping them with birch rods, scaring them senseless and occasionally stuffing them into sacks and tossing them into the nearest icy river. There's less of the whipping and drowning nowadays, but seeing 60-odd Krampus clad in shaggy goatskins and ghoulish masks on a cold winter's eve is still frightful. Track down these devils in disguise by listening for the clattering of bells and the screams. Most parades around Austria are held on December 5th or 6th. Singing Christmas tree, Switzerland. Think you've seen one tree, you've seen them all? Not like this one, you haven't. The singing Christmas tree in Zurich on Werdmalieplatz is actually a podium as big as a house. Look closer and you'll see that what appear to be giant red candles are actually choir singers clad in red beanies and scarves. Choirs take their place on the twinkling tree to belt out carols and gospel classics at 5:30 p.m. daily from late November until the 23rd of December. Nieuwjaarsduik, the Netherlands. What could be more refreshing than a New Year's Day dip in the North Sea? Whether you think they are brave or stark raving bonkers, you can't help but admire the 10,000 Dutch who strip down to their bathers on the 1st of January for the shivering Nieuwjaarsduik, New Year's dive, at the Hague seaside resort of Scheveningen. Join them if you dare to jump into the briny blue, not forgetting your orange bobble hat, of course. Nochevea, Spain. Are you wearing red underwear, señoras y señores? Because you should be if you want the new year to be a lucky one, say 47 million Spanish nationals. Just bear in mind that for the lucky boxers or bra to work its magic, it needs to be a gift from a loved one. Few cities can throw a fiesta like Madrid and Nochevea, New Year's Eve. Here is a cracker. Make sure you have 12 grapes ready to gobble. The de Piptolito variety is ideal, as the real Casa de Correos clock strikes midnight. In true madrileño style, party all night and then head over to Chocolateria San Ginés for hot chocolate and churros to sweeten your hangover. Hotschrennen, Switzerland. The snow globe pretty ski resort of Klosters in the Swiss Alps celebrates New Year's Day with a pig race. It's a step up from the usual Swiss custom of giving marzipan pigs as luck-bringing gifts. Some 2,000 people turn out on the town's Bahnhofstrasse to watch the trotters in action at the Hotschrennen. The chosen 10 are no ordinary pigs. They've been carefully trained to ignore the edible temptations and negotiate the obstacles placed in their path. The first to cross the line is crowned the Glückschwein, lucky pig, and becomes the mascot of Klosters for the year ahead. Great Christmas pudding race, England. Imagine trying to balance a Christmas pudding on a paper plate while running. Got it? Right, now picture yourself wearing an XXL Santa costume while racing with said pudding over inflatable obstacles and down bouncy slides, with someone spraying whipped cream in your direction every so often. Teams of 6 battle for the prized pudding trophy in the name of cancer research at the Great Christmas Pudding Race in London's Covent Garden in early December. Similar races are held in Brighton and Lyme Regis. Reindeer Race, Norway. The Bite of Snow, the Thunder of Hooves and Skjoring Run, Rudolph, run style can only mean Tromsø's Reindeer Racing Championships, taking place in early February. Sure, Christmas is long gone by then, but up here in the icy wilderness of the Arctic Circle in Norway, it feels eternally festive. Wrap up warm for sub-zero temps and join the Sami people to cheer and whoop as reindeer pull skiers at speeds of up to over 37 miles per hour.